everybody, and welcome back to another round of the GT Planet Fantasy Series here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Payday 362K. We are here at this 1.5 mile racetrack getting ready to go racing for 150 laps, and you can see from the qualifying results it is tight. Pretty much everybody within half a second of each other to a second. Raven 214 on pole with Angel on the outside pole, and you can see from this angle alone how big of a grid we have, and then the back end of the grid right here. A lot of things we're going to have to be watching out for today. This track is quick and it's very unforgiving. So as you see, the car is rolling, getting ready to roll off. And there they go. So as we get set here, this track, as previously mentioned, is extremely unforgiving. If you are not in the right spot at the right time, you can find yourself in the wall very quickly. It's been a bit of a break, but the computer is working again. Thank you for bearing with me. And it feels good to say this. Green flag in the air at Las Vegas. Racing now for 150 laps. Raven 214 leads off into turn number 1. Angel with a good start as well. Vetman 24 with an even better start there in the 15 car. The one of Scuderia Lucas and GT Racer 22 trailing behind. Now, on the outside line, it was Angel that would actually lead the first lap, not Raven. Just goes to show that, you know, the perfect line has yet to be found. And, oh my gosh, already lap 3. That's the 60 of Gran Turismo 916, losing an engine on that Ford. On lap number 3, he would be able to make it all the way back around to the pit lane, though. But his day is done early, unfortunately. Taking a look at the 8 here of SVX, running right there. It looks like a bit of a single-file train for a little bit, and you'll notice as we cycle back, it's a big mess behind that group. You can kind of see it's still single-file for a little bit. Batman 24 would take the lead for a while in the Audi. You know that they're still kind of single file back here, all running in a line. So far, really only one groove. There are more than one groove. There's more than one groove, but it's hard to find. Most drivers are probably going to stick to that one groove that you already see rubbered down. So you saw Yagi catch the 15 car, tried to battle and get around, and that allowed GT Racer 22 to catch up. Staring back at TBW HHS here, about mid-pack. That's pretty close. And you can see the different runs that different people can get through the corners. Here's Jock P22 getting into Swift Smith, and they both hit the wall in turns 1 and 2 on lap 11, and that is going to bring out the caution. Look like Akmuk got a part of that as well. Oh, man. On board with Jaragini, I mean, that's just Jock P22 getting really, really ambitious. And, wow. So after that, it's only about lap 15 or so, and the pit road is open, and everybody comes down to get 4 fresh tires and fuel. And you can see a bit of staggering here and there. A lot of people coming in at different speeds, even under yellow, and that's smoke coming out of the back of the 00. So that is another engine failure. Wow. 2 engine failures already, and we're not even to the 3rd way mark. Yagi would win the race off pit road. Slow stop for a couple of drivers that are in the top spots there. Notable ones being the KANS cars and Raven 214 with some exceptionally slow pit stops. Taking a look through the field now at lap 15. 2 cars eliminated, both for engine failures, and now Tired Iron is coasting on the bottom, but it doesn't look like there's any smoke coming out of the back. Still has some revs. Not sure what's happened to the 53 car. I wouldn't think it'd be a tire because he's just pit. Not sure what's happening here with the 53. Meanwhile, the green flag flies, and the 24 leads us down with the 15, 22, 8, and 21 all in tow. And you see the rest of the field go by behind. A big field here. 42 cars. Now 40 cars. See, Tired Iron getting back on the racetrack now. Whatever was plaguing him there was not terminal. See, the 22 and the 21 fighting hard to get to second place there. GT Racer 22 beats Doodle out. Is going to have another shot at the 24. Meanwhile, in the back here, bit of single file and then double file through. Michelin having the same problem as Tired Iron. No smoke, no real issue, no apparent damage, but just slow and makes a pit stop. He would make his stop and then come back out on the track a couple of laps down like Tired Iron. On board with the B-Man here. It's what it's like to be in the middle of this pack. Just cars left and right, really close, nose to tail, and you've got to be making moves at the same time. You can't wait around or else someone's going to take advantage of you. As they come out of turn number 4, you see Raven 214 back into the lead, back around the 24 of Yagi, then Doodle, winning. The Team Kate Upton car is very strong so far today. The B-Man is also in the top 5, so that's all 4 of the cars in the top 10. Or not top 5 for the B-Man, top 10 for the B-Man, but still. Oh, we got trouble there. That's Harsk in the wall. Sliding down the track. Is he going to collect it? Oh, he does. I don't know who else that was there, but collects Samurai 8 Juice. Not sure who the second car that was involved in that was. Maybe Jaragini. Yeah, that's Jaragini. Oh, man. So the second caution of the day comes on lap 46. And it's the same thing we saw with the first one. Just getting an over-ambitious move into turn 1 and not being able to make it stick. Oh, I think RCB might have got a piece of that as well as Tired Iron, it looked like, might have gotten into Jaragini. It's like, yeah, drills Jaragini. That's actually, that's going to be, that's going to be terminal damage for the 53, unfortunately. On board, or looking from the digger cam. And the 77 spins into the camera. On board with Michelin here. Woo. Seas parted for him. Even though he's a lap down or two, he is going to pick up some spots because that is going to cause about 3 or 4 retirements. So now we look after pit stops have cycled through. Looking at the field cycle through in full on the top right, since we are at the 1/3 way mark now. Pace car in, getting ready to restart for the 3rd time today. 2nd restart, 3rd start overall. And 2 lapped cars on the bottom, everybody else on the lead lap or DNF'd at this point. Raven 214 still in the lead. Niku Driver HC up into 2nd. Good run right now out of the Pontiac. And then Davis in the Honda. Then winning and Yagi in the Team Kate Upton cars. Look at this, Jock P22 holding up a lot of lap traffic, or holding up a lot of lead traffic with the damage he sustained from that first caution. Seeing here, 4-car battle, 3 of them on the lead lap, and then Michelin trying to get a lap back. Niku Driver HC gets around the number 97 now. Gonna shoot down to the bottom of the track, take Davis with him. Put the 76 and 46 on top of the leaderboard and move Raven back to 3rd, maybe 4th now as Race Car has shown up, and so is Jordan. And this is why, if your car can't handle well in both the lanes, you want to defend the lane that it runs well in with all your life, because you see how much Raven got shuffled back. Now Davis takes the lead from Niku and shuffles Niku up on the top. Michelin, the next car in line now, presumably. And if a caution comes out, he can get his lap back. Already making a move now on Davis, trying to get 1 of 2 laps back. Can he make it stick down there on the bottom? No, he can't. Well, he can make it stick down there, but he can't get enough speed generated. Whoa, that's a close call right there with Race Car's bumper cam right on the back end of the 99 car. Cannot get any closer without hitting Michelin, and then rides his back bumper all the way down into turn 3. And 4, eventually would get around the 99 and makes quick work of Davis. Had more trouble getting around Michelin than he did the 46. And here comes Jordan sliding in there, trying to take advantage of that as well. He is going to go to the bottom now of the 46. He's got Vetman right behind there. It's a Toyota leading, then a Honda, then a Chevy, then a Audi, where are the Fords? Because there's even a Pontiac back there as well. Taking a look now, there's a field going by. And it just goes to show how quick these guys are. They don't look that fast with the camera angles, but when you put a stationary camera, they are flying. Looking at the 22 there. Oh, and now drama for the number 9 of Bambi, or excuse me, Whitetail. He is off the course with the same issue that plagued the 99 and the 53. So here's Jordan, though, now. He's trying to take the lead from the 32 of Race Car. Race Car looks really strong. He's running the middle lane. It's not given enough. It's given room to let the people dive down to the inside, but they can't hold it down there. See Winning trying to take advantage of the fact that when the 10 car had to back up, it allowed the 20 to suck right up to the back bumper. He tries to make an attempt to pass. On board with Amaterasu, she has one win this season. Then Reshiram looking for his first win as a rookie, looking really good. Same for Amaterasu. So, here comes Silverwing out of nowhere. He hasn't won anything since last year, way back at Mosport in a Toyota. So he's looking to win his first race at KANS and his first race of the season. It's been a long time for him. Jordan never won a race. It's his first season. And Silverwing, however, would get around Race Car, and pretty easily, rather, and take the lead and already extend about 2 or 3 car lengths by the end of the corner. You can see that gap extending a good bit here. And now back in the middle of the pack, as everything seemed relatively spread out front. Everybody's in a big gaggle right here. Now they go single file for the temporary moment now that I talk about them, but still even further in the back, everybody's in a big gaggle of pack here, trying to get positions where they can. And now Jordan drops an engine. So the second proper engine failure, third rather, proper engine failure, and the second Chevrolet, I'd start to be a little concerned now, because Jordan and CUNY Kenosha both have dropped their engines from Chevrolet, and that's not good. Las Vegas does do a lot of wear and tear on the engines, but not usually like that. Usually we have them dropping later on. We're at halfway, taking a look at the field as they run by on your race by on your left and sit on the scoreboard on your right. Notice that a lot of these cars are still on the lead lap and pretty competitive if they haven't been taken out in an accident yet. It's looking a bit like a restrictor plate, isn't it? Whoa! That was close between the 25 of the B-Man and Suzumiya in the 4 on board with Quiet Girl looking ahead at Akmuk. That was really close. Here's Silverwing out front, Amaterasu second, Race Car third, Reshiram, and then Winning. Winning's last win was at Sonoma last season. Silverwing getting very close there to the 22. Remember the 22 was up toward the front earlier, going a lap down now, and the 5 of Smurfy Bug is being put a lap down after being very competitive. Now, I'm not sure how this didn't bring out a caution, but man, oh man, we almost had the first rollover of the season right there. So Raven 214, a competitor very early on, and the pole sitter, creamed by Red Dragon, and unfortunately Red Dragon that's the second time today she's gotten in a little bit over her head on separate ends of the racetrack. Her day would end as a result of that. Raven 214 would continue to roll, but with severe damage. No caution came out for that. And with that being said, you noticed a couple of cars coming down pit lane. That meant green flag pit stops can happen. And Dustone coming on the track gets into the Batman. Oh, look out. Sliding up the hill, now down the banking. Oh, big contact, more contact, Silverwing involved. That is not going to go over well. Oh, that's an Audi Man 2011 also plowing in there. Gosh, that's a big impact for a lot of those, but Silverwing was the leader before pit stops, is collected in that, and that is going to change the whole complexion of this race. On board with Vetman 24, Dustone just wasn't checking the mirrors, pulled right up in front. Vetman could have moved over a little bit, yeah, but, I mean, Dustone kind of should have left a little more room down there, or up there, I should say, and you saw everybody involved in that, and those are some massive impacts. Luckily, everybody okay. Taking a look through the field, look at all the dark horses we have in the top 5. We have Amaterasu leading. Of course, she has 1 win this season. But then you've got a lot of people who either haven't won before or haven't won in a long time. Taking a look at the field now as we've hit the 2/3 mark. Looking at the field as they run. Everybody from the... well, you see it here. There are a lot of cars that are still shuffling through. Audi Man and Vetman still being passed by the lapped cars, even though they've been KO'd. Now everybody cycles up toward the front. 30 cars still, or excuse me, 29 cars still running. But that's actually kind of a record low, because we have usually, or this season, a record low for the season. Normally last year this would be normal, but this is an abnormally heavy DNF race. Here we go with about 50 to go. Green flag back into the air. Amaterasu leading, but in a gaggle of lap traffic. Lots of lapped cars trying to get laps back. They're not going to race clean. I mean, they'll race clean, but they're not going to race very courteous. Here's Clayton Hardy with a very ambitious move, trying to go around the 84, bumping and banging onto Reshiram's Honda. Smurfy Bug pulls into the pit lane. Okay. And that stacks up the whole field, but Amaterasu gets away, so does Derwinning, and now Amaterasu has like a 3-second lead. Look at this. Bump, 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 bump. That's crazy. It would have been great. It would have been a fantastic move and could have gotten Hardy the lead there, but was not meant to be, as Smurfy Bug had to pull it down in the pit lane. Derwinning would catch Amaterasu eventually, though, and try and get around her. See, trying hard, just kind of running right up on the back bumper, trying to intimidate maybe. So here's a big group of cars now. Amaterasu still leading, Derwinning, Clayton Hardy pulling to the bottom there. TBW HHS joins the party, the lapped car in Michelin, and now Reshiram 5. And it's a 5-horse race for the lead right now. As you see, Derwinning goes to the bottom with Hardy, but they can't quite make it stick on the bottom. Amaterasu half a lane up, running the middle line of the track, is the fastest still, even through turn 3 and 4. It extends a little bit of a gap here, but now TBW HHS says it's my time to shine. I want to take the lead. He goes up from 4th to 2nd. Now goes to the bottom of the 84. Can he make it stick down there? Side by side, he does make it stick down on the bottom, and the Motocraft Ford even with the 84, and coming out of turn number 4, looks like he might have a bit of an edge over that outside line. He does. He's going to take the lead and possibly set himself up in a good position to try and win his... Oh, we got trouble! Oh, that's Duststone. I think that was Yagi. It is. Oh, Duststone, Yagi. I don't know who that third car was. Oh, no. So the caution comes out, and the B-Man dumps Duststone, much like the other crashes we've seen today. Duststone, not any of his fault. He's helpless up on the middle of the racetrack. Everybody in the lead does a great job getting out of the way. Yagi just mistimed it a little bit. Goofy Tyler, looks like Race Car, all of them involved, and that is a massive impact for all of them. Look at Angel there. The seas parted again. That would take out Race Car and the 24. Goofy Tyler still rolling, but with heavy damage. And you see we're now left with 18 cars on the lead lap. Several of them a lap down, and a good amount DNF'd. But as we got ready to go back to racing here, lapped cars on the bottom. Of course, they're going to be trying really hard to get their laps back, especially those who had issues. Michelin still fighting to get his back as we're back under green. TBW HHS trying to get his first career win. Amaterasu trying to get her second of the season in her rookie season. Hardy trying to get his first win. Duststone trying to get his first in a long time. And the same goes for BK Glover, who's now joined the party. TBW HHS puts a nice gap on the lapped cars and the rest of the field. That is the 33 of Clayton Hardy, and at the top of your screen is TBW HHS. That is the gap with a little over 25 laps to go. Give it maybe 3 laps, and Hardy is there. right on the tail of TBWHHS. Both of these guys looking for their first career win. If they can pull it off here, Hardy looking to the bottom of the two. Can't quite get there. The two blocking a little bit and running a defensive line, trying to take a line away from the 33. Hardy makes a move to the bottom. Goes to the inside. Can he make it stick down there? He can't. The two pinches just a little bit. Hardy can't quite make it stick. He tries another attempt here, and it still won't work. Trying desperately to get around the number two, perhaps getting a little impatient, and maybe it's hurting him a little bit. BK Glover now up into third. Haven't talked about him hardly at all today. And a lot of drivers. Oh, we got drama there. That's Whitetail in the wall. Down the racetrack. Look out, everybody. Everybody trying to get on the low end of the track. I believe he collected somebody else there. Amaterasu just trying to get around lap traffic there. It's just the same formula we've seen all day today. Just drivers getting impatient, dive bombing it in and getting into people. Looks like, oh man, Davis just barely made it through there. And unfortunately, nowhere to go for the 31 of the Cybertron. And how about SVX sliding through the middle there? Talk about the seas parting. I don't think it could get any closer than that without hitting somebody. Crazy, crazy stuff right there. And I don't think SVX even lifted. Here we are, pace car off, green flag back in the air. TBWHHS still leading. Then Clayton Hardy, then BK Glover, then Durr winning, then Amaterasu despite causing that last caution. Then Reshiram, NASCAR fans, Scuderia Lucas, and Suzumiya and GT Racer 22, who's actually gotten his lap back and is now in the top 10. Lapped cars in front of the two, gonna cause a bit of an issue trying to stay on the lead lap, because if there is a caution, then they're back on the lead lap, or at least take one lap off. Eventually, the two would get around the majority of the lap traffic. Here is BK Glover now making a move on the bottom of the number two. Can he make it stick on the bottom there? Can't quite get it that time. BK Glover's last win was almost an exact year ago at Armory Digital, and it was a crazy finish. BK Glover doesn't win often, but when he does, it's in big fashion. Out of turn number 3 and 4, here's Durr winning. He hasn't won since Sonoma. He's trying to make something happen. BK Glover trying to work the middle line now as the two of TBWHHS takes away the bottom from BK. Now BK on the bottom, almost on the apron through the tri-oval. The two blocks, now into turn 1 again. Now they get there. Wow, that was close, but BK Glover's going to force the issue. He's going to shove himself into the bottom. Still can't quite get it, though. Less than 7 laps to go now. SVX with Akmuk. Oh, drama! Huge trouble there. The 8 up and over. The 51 plowed into by the 69 of Jock P22. And in the air is the 51, and up and over goes the 8. The caution is out. This could be the end of the race. BK Glover dives to the bottom of TBWHHS. He's even. He goes around the 2. He passes the 2 car out of turn number 4. He's coming to the caution flag. Caution flag for BK Glover, but is that the checkers? Or will we have a last lap sprint? Holy moly. The issue with the 8 and the 51, SVX just couldn't quite hold it down on the bottom. Huge impact to the wall. A complete 360. Lands back on his wheels. I don't think he ever touched his roof to the ground. But that is our first rollover of 2016, and it is a spectacular one with major implications to the race. Jock P22 plowing into the 51. Nowhere really he could go. That 51 in the air, basically flat spinning, bounces off of the 8. Wild, wild wreck. And now the B-Man has an issue on the car with less than 4 laps to go. The same issue we've seen from other drivers today. Not the terminal issue, but just another electrical issue or ignition or something. And there you see the pace car lights go out with 3 to go. Now, We don't have a protocol for green-white checkered. This is a genuine green-white checker, and we only have one attempt. If we crash, that's it. It ends under yellow. And here we go. Coming to the line. Green flag in the air. Can BK Glover hang on? A fantastic start from the 79. The 2, the 20, the 33. A poor start from 5th place as they make their way down into 1 and 2 for the penultimate time. Down the backstretch, BK Glover with a huge lead. He got a fantastic restart. Coming down to the white flag. One more lap to go at Las Vegas. Can Glover hang on? Do they crash behind him? It's still green as of now. Through 1 and 2. Almost 10 car lengths over TBWHHS, and a fantastic effort from the 2 car, but it's not going to be enough. Coming out of turn number 4, BK Glover wins his 2nd career race in spectacular fashion in the green-white checkered at Las Vegas. And they all somehow survived behind them. BK Glover wins, TBWHHS 2nd, Durr winning, Clayton Hardy, Reshiram 5, Suzumiya, NASCAR Fan 1400, GT Racer 22, Scuderia Lucas, Fisher, Davis, Doodle, Niku Driver HC, Amaterasu, and Angel are your lead lap cars, followed by Quiet Girl, the B-Man, Goofy Tyler, Michelin, Raven 214, Smurfy Bug, and that's your finishers. And this is the web route moment of the race right here. The move under caution, they were flipping out of turn number 4. You can see the smoke and parts, but BK Glover didn't care. He shoved it down to the bottom in 3 and 4, and that's what ended up with this right here, with him getting the win. And a fantastic job from that number 79. It has been a long time since he's won. Actually, the next round is the 1-year anniversary of his win, his first win. So, crazy good result. Great drive all around. Everyone did a stellar job, and this has been a fantastic race. Here's the fastest lap board for those who are interested. And there's the one that everyone's looking at, though. BK Glover, 2nd career win, 1st of the season. And man, oh man, he does not disappoint when he wins these things. Going crazy down there on the apron. Fantastic job from him. And I am so happy for him, because it has been a very long time since he's won. But we had it set up all day today where it was either going to be a first-time winner or somebody who's been a dark horse for a while and has not won in a long time, unless of course you were Amaterasu. Congratulations to BK Glover on winning at the 1.5 mile oval. The Payday 362K goes to the 79. We'll see you next time, live from Armory Digital Super Speedway. We all know what happened there last year. This man was in victory lane. Can he go back to back? Tune in next time and find out. Thanks for watching.